Good evening, basketball fans, and we welcome you to GoViants.tv's broadcast of Manhattanville College women's basketball. Good evening, basketball fans. Please try again. Good evening, basketball fans, and we welcome you to GoViants.tv's broadcast of Manhattanville College women's basketball. Tonight, the Valiants battle the 25th ranked FDU-Florham Devils. Casey Shermick along with Tyson Egler come to you live from Kennedy Gymnasium for tonight's MAC Freedom Battle. FDU ranked 25th in the Division III coaches poll with 16 votes this week, and a win by the Devils will clinch them the #1 seed in the MAC Freedom Tournament. Manhattanville eliminated after their loss to Eastern this past week. Overall series, Manhattanville is 14-24 against the Devils. They've lost 10 of their last 11. They did have a 7-game winning streak before losing 10 of the last 11 to FDU. Earlier this season, Manhattanville fell 80-44 to the Devils. FDU shot 44% of the field with 4 players in double figures. Alyssa McDonough and Rachel Groom each with a double-double, as Manhattanville only shot 30% from the field. So to take a look at the starters, first for the Devils. The guards will be Dowling and Williams, while Croswell, Grooms, and McDonough will be in the front court for Manhattanville. Evie Coles and Brittany Diazo will be in the backcourt, while Caballero, McGuire, and Darnell will be the forwards. Groom against Darnell here in the jump balls. We're going to see the best offense in the MAC Freedom Conference squaring off against the best defense coming into tonight's game. FDU averaging 74 points a game, while Manhattanville holds opponents to a conference low 56 points per contest. So we'll see what we'll give. Opening three-pointer on the way is drilled by number 23, Kendra Williams. Kendria Williams coming off a MAC Freedom Player of the Week award. She's the leading scorer in the conference just as a freshman, 19 per game, as the Valiants will quickly take this one down the court, but a missed layup by McGuire. 3-0 the lead for FDU. And we're going to get a whistle, and traveling will be called against Dowling. As we mentioned, Williams leads the conference in points with 19 per game, just a freshman. Alyssa McDonough, top 5 in the conference in points and rebounds, 16 points per game, 9 boards per contest as well. And Groom currently 4th in the conference in rebounds per game with 9. As this layup attempt by Darnell off the iron and no good. Ball nearly stolen away by Diazo, but here comes FDU back on the break. This layup attempt is up and good by the Devils, and it's a quick 5-0 lead for FDU. Caballero will bring this one. Dribbles right into the trap. Trying to pass this one off, and we'll get it over to Diazo. Diazo with it over to Coles. Valiants so far 0 for 2 tonight, trying to get something going offensively. They trail early, 5-0 in the first. Darnell over to Caballero. Now back to Diazo. Diazo looking to drive baseline. Kicks it out. Coles for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by McDonough. McDonough, a stat filler. 16 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists per contest. As Manhattanville drops into a 2-3 zone. Williams passes this one over to Dowling. This pass attempt is taken away by Darnell. Darnell, very deceptive thief this year, averaging 2 steals per contest. Shot attempt by Croswell is off the rim, no good. Rebounded by McGuire. Kaylee McGuire, the leading scorer for Manhattanville, 13 points per game. As this shot attempt by Caballero is off the mark, no good, gets her own rebound, and now she'll draw the foul, and she'll go to the free throw line for 2. So this will send the freshman from Henderson, Nevada to the free throw line, a 51% free throw shooter on the year. First attempt from Caballeros off the front of the rim, no good. Second attempt coming up here for the freshman, looking to get Manhattanville on the scoreboard for the first time here tonight. And that one off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Dowling. Dowling over to Williams. Williams will now turn the ball up and passes this one back to Dowling. Dowling over to Williams. Williams for three again. Gets that to go. Kendria Williams with 6 points, 2 for 2 from beyond the arc, or excuse me, 8. So she has all of FDU's points. And now an early turnover by Manhattanville as Devils look to add to their 8-point lead. Kendria Williams, the young freshman, already 8 points in the contest. As Sarah Kelly will check into the game for the first time today. Vines now look to go into man-to-man defense. As this one's stolen away by Evie Coles. Coles on the fast break. Her layup attempt up off the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Devils. Vines still looking for their first point today, as now we're going to get a foul called against Sarah Kelly, as they've had about 3 quality layup attempts but just haven't gotten anything to go. First foul of the contest called against Manhattanville. 3 minutes gone here in the first. It's an 8-0 lead for FDU. McDonough gets this one over to Williams. Back over to McDonough, looking down low to Groom, and now we're going to get a whistle and foul as Darnell tried to cut in front of that pass. Well, instead, it will be a foul called against the junior forward. Up top to McDonough. McDonough looking at an entry pass towards Groom, and now we're going to get a whistle and 3-second violation called against the senior Rachel Groom. Devils in their full court press. Manhattanville, though, able to break it. As Evie Coles will take the point and now give it to Diaizo. Cross-court pass over to Sarah Kelly. Kelly looking down low, Darnell. Darnell just able to keep this one in bounds. Passed over towards Kelly, intercepted by McDonough. Fast break. Alyssa McDonough on the fast break, poked away from Diaizo's. This shot attempt is up and good by Alyssa McDonough for her first basket of the game, and it's a 10-0 lead for the Devils and a timeout taken by head coach Kate Velakis. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here as it's a hot start for FDU. 4 for 5 from the field, including 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. And Manhattanville still looking for their first points of the game so far. 0 for 5 from the field and 0 for 2 from the charity stripe. So head coach Kate Velakis looking to try to motivate her team to try to get the offense going. We mentioned it will be a battle between the top offense in the conference against the best defense in the conference. And so far, advantage to the O, as they put 10 points up early in the first 4 minutes of play. Kelly gets this one to Evie Coles. Coles able to get out double team over to Diaizo. Diaizo with it, hands this one off to Sarah Kelly. Kelly back to Evie Coles. Coles calls the play over to Kelly in the corner. Corner shot on the way from Sarah Kelly, missed everything. Rebounded by Crosswell, poked out of bounds by Diaizo, so it'll stay with FDU. 10-0 the lead for FDU. Kendria Williams already 8 points, including 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. Over to Crosswell. Crosswell with it, gets it to McDonough. McDonough thought about the 2 ops against it, poked away from Evie Coles. McDonough out hustle, she'll keep possession of it. Over to Groom. Groom, her layup attempt up and good, as Darnell once again trying to poke the ball out in front, but unable to get it. Up to McGuire. McGuire gets it in the middle to Coles. Now over to Diaizo. Back to Sarah Kelly. Kelly to Darnell. Darnell looks to drive, but a traveling call against Darnell. Halfway through the first, it's a Baker's dozen lead for FDU's. It's 12-0. Dowling with it. Picks up dribble, and that one poked out of bounds by McGuire. Crosswell to pass this one in. And offensive foul going to be called against FDU as McDonough pushing off there. Trying to get free to get the ball. First foul against McDonough, second team foul. Here's McGuire with it, gets it over to Diazo. Diazo drives baseline, pulls up for two, gets it to go. Brittany Diazo with Manhattanville's first points of the game. It's now 12-2, advantage Devils. Hopefully that sparked the Manhattanville offense. Crosswell now with it, passes it to McDonough, and this one taken away by Diazo. Diazo, one of the top defensive players in the conference, as Cole shuffled her feet on that one and traveled with it. Coming into the game, Diazo was tied for third in the conference with 56 steals per contest. Evie Cole is the only one better than her. She's second in the conference with 57 per game. So another quick timeout, this one taken by the Devils as it's 12-2, FDU with the lead. First of two games here tonight between Manhattanville and FDU. The guys will be in action later tonight as well, as the final week of regular season basketball. Manhattanville will conclude their season on Saturday, Senior Day, when they welcome Misericordia to Kennedy Gymnasium. Both the men's and women's team were eliminated from conference play contention after losses to Eastern this past weekend. There's Crosswell with it up top. Gets it to McDonough. McDonough looking to try to get it down low. Now she'll pull up for three. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Diazo. Diazo up to Sarah Kelly. Kayla will have it. Back to Diazo. Now over to Evie Coles. Kelly has it. Bounce pass over to McGuire. Back to Sarah Kelly. Kelly over to Coles in the corner. 12 seconds on the shot clock, and Darnell traveled with that one. Giants now with 6 turnovers on the contest. FDU has had their case of the turnover bug as well, as they've turned the ball over 6 times as well. Here's Roman with it, who just checked into the game to Crosswell, down low. Passed over to Williams. Williams' shot attempt off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Caballero, who checked in for Darnell. Coles will have it. Gets it to Diazo. Diazo looks to drive, kicked over in the corner. Coles, two-pointer on the way. Off the rim and backboard, no good. McGuire able to chase down and keep that possession. Caballero's shot attempt off the mark, no good. And now we'll get a whistle and foul called, as Nancy Caballero will be called for her first foul. Good effort there by Kaylee McGuire to chase after the offensive board. There's nothing shown, as now McDonough will bring this one into the front court. McDonough, she's going to pull up for three, and she'll get that one to go using the screen to get open from Sarah Kelly. And now it's a 15-2 lead for FDU. Kelly's pass attempt was tipped away as McGuire unable to get that one to Evie Coles, and it'll go out of play. Another turnover for Manhattanville. 2:32 to go here in the first. McDonough with it, guarded by Kelly. McDonough again using the screen from Groom, gets this one over, wide open layup, and that one's put in by Martinez. as it's been all Devils here in the first, 17-2. Evie Coles has it, gets over to Diazo. Diazo to Sarah Kelly. Kelly back out to Coles. Coles drives into the teeth of defense. Her shot attempt off the mark, no good. Caballero unable to get that one to go. And FDU will take back over with under 2 to go here in the first. Over in the corner, Williams 3 on the way, and that's good as Kendria Williams continues to dice up the Valiants, as she now has 11 points here tonight. (20-2) advantage for FDU. 11 of those points coming from the freshman guard out of New Jersey. Caballero will have it. She'll pick up her dribble and she'll get up top to Diazo. Diazo over to Coles. Back to Diazo. So far the only point scorer for Manhattanville. Over to Kelly. Kelly, long two-pointer on the way. Off the rim, no good. Chased down by McGuire, and a jump ball will be called. Possession arrow points in favor of Manhattanville. Diazo to pass this one in. Gets it down low, Caballero. Caballero over to Kelly. Kelly drives, pulls up for 2, gets that to go. Sarah Kelly with her first basket of the day. Has 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. 20-4 FDU. A 12-0 run by the Devils helped get their offense going to start. As this one's taken away by Manhattanville. And now unable to cleanly grab that one. As the ball was loose, possession arrow will keep it with FDU. And they reset the shot clock, so I guess they will say that the Valiants did have possession of it. As this pass attempt into McDonough is no good, but she's drawing the foul against Nancy Caballero, so this will send McDonough to the free throw line, and that will give Caballero her second. McDonough, the top free throw shooter for the Devils at 81% on the year. Looking to add to the 24 lead. And that one off the mark, no good. Price entering the game for Caballero. One more free throw attempt coming up here for McDonough. And that one nothing but net as McDonough goes 1 for 2, 21-4, advantage FDU. Over to Evie Coles. Coles gets this one to Price. Price over to Diazo. Diazo back to Jasmine Price. Price over to Evie Coles. Now to Diazo. Diazo looks to drive. Kicks over to Coles in the corner. Coles, she'll pull up for 2. Off the back of the rim, no good. Ball loose, and it will go out of bounds. Last touched by Manhattanville. 23 seconds to go in the first. Shot clock turned off. FDU can hold for the final shot of the quarter. As it will be Williams to bring the ball into the front court. 11 points already for the freshman. Williams losing screen. She'll pull up for 3, and that one off the mark, no good. Her first miss of the day. As the Valiants will bring this one up. 3 seconds to go. Here's Diazo with it. Diazo trying to kick this one in the corner to Coles. Coles, though, is looking to cut on that play, so miscommunication by the Valiants with 0.9 seconds to go in the first. Devils pass this one into McDonough, and she'll dribble out the clock, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. Devils open up the quarter on a 12-0 run, and they'll take a 21-4 lead into the first quarter break. Stay tuned for the second quarter of action here on GoValiants.tv. all Devils here to start off tonight's contest. A 21-4 lead. Start of the second quarter about to get underway here. FDU shooting 66% from the field, 8 of 12. Manhattanville 2 of 14 from the field. Valiants with 8 turnovers, FDU with 6 in the quarter. A slim rebound advantage for FDU, 9-8. The advantage for the Devils. So about ready to start the second quarter play. Giants looking to try to rally here against the top team in the MAC Freedom play. 11-1 in conference play is FDU. As McGuire, she'll look to drive. Her scoop shot attempt up and good by Kaylee McGuire. Nice scoop shot there by McGuire for her first basket of the day. Manhattanville trying to get going. Down low to McDonough. McDonough, her shot attempt off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Coles. Coles with it. Gets it over to Diazo. Diazo over to McGuire. 2-pointer on the way from McGuire. In and out, no good. And we're going to get a jump ball, and possession error will point for the Devils. Giants coming out storming here in the second quarter. So they look to try to pick up the pressure and try to rally. Williams, a big first quarter. 11 of the 21 points scored by Kendria Williams, the leading scorer in the conference, and just a freshman. So unfortunately for all MAC Freedom teams, you're going to see Kendria Williams for 3 more years. Over to Groom. Groom, her shot attempt up and no good, but she's able to draw the foul against McGuire. That's McGuire's first of the quarter. This will send the 75% free throw shooter, Rachel Groom, to the free throw line. First attempt from Groom, nothing but net on that one. Second attempt coming up for the senior out of Edison, New Jersey. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Coles. And that one turned over. 2-on-1, over to Williams. Williams lays this one up and in. As McDonough was able to pick off that pass from Coles towards Diazo. Over to Sarah Kelly in the corner, now back up top to Diazo. Diazo gets it back to Kelly. Darnell posting up down low. Darnell looking to go to work. She'll pull up for 2. Off the back of the rim, no good. Kelly able to keep it alive. She'll get it back to Evie Coles, and now Diazo. Diazo, she'll pull up for 3. In and out, no good. And we're going to get a whistle and foul called against Manhattanville, as the rim has just been unfriendly for the Valiants tonight. They've had quite a few opportunities to get shots to go, but a lot of in and outs and shots rolling out for Manhattanville. Grooms will take a seat on the bench. Foul called against Kelly, her second. Here's Williams. She'll get it over to Staggers. Now over to Dowling. Dowling back to Williams. Back over to Staggers. Now looking to get her down low, and this layup is up and good by Perchi. Coles. Coles gives it back to Kelly. Kelly drives in towards the middle. Bounce pass, and Darnell traveled with it before the shot. Great play there by Sarah Kelly, driving to the teeth of the defense, drew the defenders towards her. A good bounce pass to Darnell, but unfortunately traveled for the shot. "20-point lead for FDU. Staggers gets this one back to Williams. Williams looking to go down low to McDonough. McDonough double teamed now by Darnell and Kelly. Poked away, still kept with it. Now down low. And this layup attempt once again up and good by Perserci. As once again wide open down low, and she's able to convert on the layup. Coles with it, gets it over to Diazo, back to Evie Coles, now over to Sarah Kelly. Down low in the corner to Diazo. Diazo back to Coles. Coles bumped from behind, no foul though. She'll pull it for two, off the rim, no good. Poked out, and it will be FDU ball and a foul called against Manhattanville. Diazo with her first foul, and third team foul already of the second, as Caballero will check back into the contest for Darnell. McDonough will operate the offense from the point. Looking to use the screen. Now she'll drive, kicked over, as this one's blocked by Kaylee McGuire. Croswell thought she had an open layup, but good recovery there by McGuire. She's able to send that one away. Back to McDonough, 15 seconds on the shot clock. McDonough looks to drive, hit back out in the corner. Pump fake by Dowling, gets it back to McDonough with 5 seconds left. McDonough, her scoop shot up and no good, but a whistle and foul called against Manhattanville. That will go against Sarah Kelly, and that's going to be her fourth team foul. So next foul will put the Devils in the bonus for the remainder of the half. As this will send Alyssa McDonough back to the free throw line. 1 for 2 today is McDonough. Make that 2 for 3 for the senior. As Kelsey Decker will check into the game for Sarah Kelly. Second attempt coming up here for McDonough. And that one gets a few friendly bounces and goes in. Kelsey Decker just checked into the game for the first time with ball passed over to Evie Coles. Now over to Diazo, back to Coles, now over to Decker. Decker, Coles, down to McGuire, and McGuire traveled with that one. Valiants now with their 11th turnover on that one, as Groom will check back into the game. Four minutes gone here in the second quarter. 30-6 lead for FDU. Looking to clinch the #1 seed in the MAC Freedom Tournament with the victory. Valiants just looking for momentum going into next season, as they're eliminated with the loss to Eastern. Three-pointer on the way, and that one off the back of the rim, no good. Pulled in by Caballero. Caballero quickly gets it up court to Evie Coles. Coles with it. Coles jump stops. Her two-pointer attempt off the mark, no good. Affected by Grooms on that one. Passed over to McDonough. McDonough back up top to Dowling. Now in the corner to McDonough. Dowling with it. Gets it in the corner. 5 seconds on the shot clock to McDonough. McDonough goes to Groom. Groom, two-pointer from the elbow, off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Coles. And Coles is going to have that one poked away from her from Croswell from behind. 2-on-3 advantage for FDU. As this shot attempt in and out, no good. Offensive rebound, though, by FDU, and they'll get it to go. Croswell with her first basket of the day, as it's now a 32-6 advantage for FDU. McGuire with it, gets it back to Caballero. Caballero able to lay that one up and in. McGuire with her second assist of the day. Makes it a 32-8 contest with 4:20 to go here in the first half. Over to McDonough. McDonough back up top to Dowling. Dowling over to Croswell. Croswell now to Staggers, down low to Groom, and Groom traveled with that one. Williams checks back into the game for Staggers. McGuire quickly gets in the front court to Kelsey Decker. Over to Coles, now to Decker. Decker has it. She'll spot up for three. In and out, no good. As Decker again, see another shot that went in and out, and here's a layup attempt, and Williams able to get that one to go. And a whistle on the timeout going to be taken by head coach Kate Velakis. Full timeout. We'll take one with them. 3:39 to go here in the first half. It's a 34-8 lead for FDU. The 25th ranked Devils lead 34-8 with 3:39 to go here in the second quarter of play. As FDU looks to continue to roll here to conclude the regular season, they've won 4 consecutive games, 18 of their last 19. Coming into tonight's contest, Manhattanville had a 2-game winning streak snapped on Saturday in the 59-50 loss to Eastern. This one's poked out of play by Dowling. He'll stay with Manhattanville. Diazo slings this one over to McGuire. McGuire back to Brittany Diazo. Diazo looks to drive. Kicks over in the corner to Decker. Now back to Diazo. Diazo back in the corner, Kelsey Decker. Decker trying to go down low to McGuire, but turned over. Dowling in the front court, gets to McDonough, now over to Williams. Williams has her shot partially blocked. And now turned over as Williams' layup attempt off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Kelsey Decker. So a big bullet dodge there by Manhattanville. Diazo down low to Caballero, and Caballero traveled with that one. (34-8) FDU. Kendria Williams, 15 points here tonight. As it's been all Devils from the start. They had a 12-0 run to start the contest before Manhattanville finally got their first basket. Down low, Groom, her shot attempt up and good as she's able to get that one over Caballero. Caballero having to play cautious as she has 2 fouls against her. Now a steal by McDonough. McDonough unable to get that one to go, and it'll be out of bounds, Manhattanville ball. Price checks back into the game. And LaRosa will check in for the first time today for Evie Coles. Staggers checks into the game for the first time for McDonough. Here's LaRosa with it. Gets it over to Diazo. Now over to Kelsey Decker. Decker enters the front court. Kelsey Decker with it. Gets to McGuire. McGuire lays this one up and in. Decker taking that one all the way to the basket and through the defense to her. Got it to McGuire. Wide open layup. As McGuire gets her second basket of the day. 26-point lead for FDU with 2 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Dowling with it, gets it to Groom. Poked away by Diazo. Diazo able to keep this one in play. Tosses this one to Nichols LaRosa. LaRosa with it, looking to get to Price. Now Jasmine Price, down to McGuire. McGuire scoop shot up and in and one. McGuire will look to make it a 3-point play here. As she'll head to the free throw line, McDonough quickly back into the game for Staggers. The 73% free throw shooter for Keely McGuire. And that one off the back of the rim, no good. Ripped down by Groom. 36-12. And a whistle and offensive foul called. As McDonough went racing towards the basket, out of control. Great heads-up play there by Diazo. She's able to draw the charge, and that's McDonough's second. Decker up to Nichols LaRosa, now over to Jasmine Price. Price gets it to Kelsey Decker as the Vines able to break the full court trap. LaRosa with it. Gets it over to Decker, now over to Diazo. Diazo, ball fakes, drives, pulls up for two. Off the rim and gets it to go. .6-0 run for Manhattanville as they try to climb back in this contest. Down low to Groom. Groom kicks it up top. Now to Dowling. Dowling looking to drive. Gets this one over to Williams. Under a minute to go here in the first half of play. Pass up top to Williams. Williams spots up for three. Gets it to go. And now we'll get a whistle and foul called. As Williams gets the three. And Jasmine Price called for the foul away from the ball. So this will be two free throws coming up for FDU as it was the fifth team foul against Manhattanville. So a chance for the Devils to make this essentially a 5-point play. As Groom will head to the free throw line. And that was a big three-pointer taken by Williams. As we mentioned, it was a 6-0 run for Manhattanville before that three. First attempt from Groom. Nothing but net on that one. Two for three now at the free throw line for Groom. Her fourth free throw attempt of the contest gets that one to go. As Rachel Groom now 3 for 4 with 7 points. Williams already at her average of 18 points per game already in the first half of play. As this one's taken away over to Williams. Williams will lay this one up and in for 20 points now, as she's had a few easy layup attempts on fast breaks. As LaRosa dribbles right into the trap, taken away. Back to Williams. Williams once again, wide open layup attempt off the mark, no good. She'll just dribble this one back out as now FDU will restart the offense with 16 seconds to go in the half. Shot clock turned off. Williams will have it. This one in the corner, poked away by Diazo, kept though by the Devils, now down low. Kick back up top to Williams. Williams, long three-pointer on the way, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by McGuire, and that will do it for the first half of play. As the Devils will take a 43-14-point lead into the locker room. We'll see what head coach Kate Velakis and company draw up to try to rally here in this contest. And into the break. FDU leads 43-14. Stay tuned for the second half of action here on GoValiants.tv. And we welcome you back, folks, to GoViants.tv's broadcast of Manhattanville College women's basketball. Then to 2 quarters of play, it's all FDU as they lead 43-14 against Manhattanville. Tyson Handler along with Casey Sherman bringing tonight's coverage of Manhattanville College women's basketball. Before we get to Casey on his first half thoughts, let's take a look at the stats in the contest. FDU, 43 points, shot 16 of 30 from the field for 53%. 5 of 9 from beyond the arc for 55%, and they're 6 of 8 from the free throw line for 75%. FDU with a slight rebound advantage as they have 18 total rebounds and they only turn the ball over 9 times. They're led by Kendria Williams, a game-high 20 points. McDonough has 7 for Groom, 4 for Pershurley, and 2 points for Martinez and Crosswell. Groom leading the way in rebounds with 7 assists. McDonough 8 assists in that quarter alone, so well on her way to a double-double. And now taking a look at Manhattanville, Valiant's 14 points in the quarter, 7 of 25 from the field for 28%, 0 for 3 from beyond the arc, 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Valiant's with 17 total rebounds. They turn the ball over 18 times. So far, Manhattanville is led by Kaylee McGuire, who has 6 points, 4 points for Brittany Diazo, 2 for Nancy Caballero, and 2 for Sarah Kelly. 4 rebounds apiece for Kaylee McGuire and Nancy Caballero, 2 assists apiece for Kaylee McGuire and Kelsey Decker. So Casey, FDU just got off to a great start, a 12-0 run to start the contest, and then they just cruised from then on out. Manhattanville, anytime they would get a basket, FDU would come down, hit a 3, or they would get on another run. It was all Devils in that first half, showing why they're the best team in the conference and the 25th ranked team in the nation.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say this was probably one of the weirdest games I have seen from about an hour before tip-off to where we are now at halftime. I think these two teams combined their warm-ups for about 15 minutes. We saw about a third of the FDU starting lineup not come out on the floor for warm-ups. FDU's got their head coach back on the bench for the first time in 6 games in this one, and they've had everything going their way so far here in this one. Just like you said, proving why they're nationally ranked in this week's poll, proving why they're 20-3 on the year, and why they're going to be the #1 seed in the MAC Freedom Tournament once again.
Diazo to pass this ball in as Manhattanville looks to rally here against the top team in MAC Freedom play. We mentioned a win by the Devils clinched them top spot in the MAC Freedom Tournament. Giants eliminated with the loss to Eastern this past weekend as McDonough picks up a quick 3rd foul trying to go for the ball and strip it away from Darnell, so McDonough will take a seat on the bench.
I can't imagine she'll be there very long, knowing the way that Mark Mitchell likes to coach and the strategy he employs on his rotations.
Darnell looking to go down low to McGuire. McGuire dribbles, losing the ball. It's out of bounds, and it will stay with Manhattanville. And the Devils did not get possession of that one, so the shot clock will remain at 16. Up top as Evie Coles will get this one just before it crosses half court. 2-3 zone still for the Devils. Here's McGuire with it. McGuire gets it to Coles in the corner. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Caballero. Caballero 2-pointer off the rim, no good. And offensive rebound by Darnell. So Giants will restart their offense, looking for the opening bucket of the half. Down low to Darnell. Darnell spins, tries to get this one over to Caballero, intercepted by Dowling. Dowling able to get this one towards Crosswell, but off the mark, no good. As it looks like McGuire touched the ball while out of play, so ball will stay with FDU's. Groom's layup attempt off the mark, no good. And McGuire trying to pull in the rebound. She's going to get fouled by Martinez, her first team second of the quarter. Still a full court press for FDU. Caballero will have it. She'll dribble up the court, hands this one off to Evie Coles. Now Coles will quarterback the offense. Over to Caballero. Caballero hands this one off to Diazo. Diazo down low Darnell. Darnell spins, gets it over towards McGuire. McGuire has it. She'll pull up for 2. Off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, though, by McGuire. Scoop shot up in and one. McGuire looking to convert the first free throw of the day for Manhattanville. As Croswell called for her second foul, third team foul already in the quarter. First attempt from McGuire, nothing but net. 3-point play for Kaylee McGuire, 9 points for the sophomore. Diazzo, the only other player with multiple baskets with 4. Hand it off to Williams. Williams, a game high 20 points already in the first half of play. The reigning MAC Freedom Player of the Week and top scorer in the conference. Gets this one in the corner to Croswell. 2-point attempt by Martinez, off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound though, and a whistle, and Devils go out of bounds with that one. Turnover, Manhattanville will take over.
And just speaking of Williams, we mentioned how she was the reigning MAC Freedom Player of the Week. She scored 31 the last game against Delaware Valley, 25 before that. 31 is her career high, and definitely on pace to come near that, if not set a new career best in this matchup.
And a blocking foul going to be called against FDU, their 4th team foul. So next foul will put Manhattanville in the bonus. So if Manhattanville can take advantage of the free throw attempts, they can definitely slowly climb back in this contest. As Kelly checks it back into the game for Caballero. Kelly had to take a seat early as she picked up her 3rd foul. Here's Sarah Kelly with it. Gets it to Coles. Coles down to McGuire. McGuire trying to get this one back. Coles tipped away. Coles will keep possession. Now over to Diazzo. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Cross-court pass over to Sarah Kelly. Now over to Coles. Coles looking to drive baseline. Gets this one in the corner to Diazzo. Diazzo up top to Sarah Kelly. Now over to McGuire. McGuire for 2. That's good! 11 points for Kaylee McGuire to lead Manhattanville. The first 5 points here of the half. Valiants trying to rally. Dowling will bring this one up top. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gets this one over to Martinez. Martinez back up top to Dowling. Dowling with it with 2 seconds on the shot clock. 3-pointer on the way, and that one's good for FDU. As Martinez, a 21% three-point shooter, able to get that one in, and a turnover by Manhattanville. It's Martinez with it. Martinez looks to drive. Her shot attempt blocked, but we're going to get a whistle and foul called against Manhattanville. Kelly called for her 4th foul of the contest.
At the line for FDU-Florham, Martinez, 2 shots.
This will send Martinez to the free throw line. A 43% free throw shooter on the year. As she misses the first one. Caballero back into the game for Sarah Kelly. Second attempt coming up for Martinez, and that's off the back of the rim. Rebounded by McGuire. Coles gets this one to Diazzo, but off her fingertips and out of play. As that pass was just a little bit too high for the senior guard. And speaking of Brittany Diazzo, you can check out this week's Senior Spotlight, which features the 3 seniors for Manhattanville's women's basketball team: Brittany Diazzo, Jasmine Price, and Sarah Kelly. As those 3 talk about their final basketball game coming up here for Manhattanville and their 3 careers. You can check that out on the Go Valiants page, along with the Go Valiants YouTube page as well. Here's Dowling with it. Dowling gets in the corner. 3-pointer on the way from Martinez, and she missed everything on that one. Offensive rebound, though, by Groom. And we'll get a whistle and foul on Kaylee McGuire. She tried to poke the ball away. McGuire with her 2nd foul, 2nd of the quarter. As this one's going to be turned over by FDU. Up to Evie Coles. Coles with it. Gets it to McGuire. McGuire lays this one up, no good. And now we're going to get a whistle and foul called against Darnell. as she tried to go in for the offensive rebound. So Vines have already picked up 3 fouls here in the quarter. As McGuire unable to convert on that layup attempt. Dowling gets in the corner, Martinez. Martinez thought about 3 ops against it. Trapped there is now Evie Coles will come away with the steal. Coles with yet another steal on the game. Coles trying to Euro step around Groom, but poked away by the senior center. Martinez will head to the bench in favor of Staggers. Diazo passes this one and gets it to Evie Coles. Now over to Caballero to Diazo. Diazo for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Devils. 5:30 to go here in the third quarter. Going to go down low. Williams drawing the foul against Diazo, and that will be the 4th team foul against Manhattanville. So next foul for either team will put their opponent in the bonus. Dowling gets this one into Williams. Williams has that one partially blocked, but a late whistle and foul called against Manhattanville. As Darnell will pick up her 3rd, team 5th. So this will send Williams to the free throw line. A 77% free throw shooter is Williams. And she's able to get the first one to go. Jasmine Price checks back into the game for Darnell. Roman into the game for Staggers. Second attempt coming up for Williams as she looks for her 22nd point of the contest. And Williams will get that one to go. Diazo gets the Caballero to Coles. Now Coles takes the handoff from Price. This pass attempt towards McGuire is poked away by the Devils and out of play. Diazo gets this one to McGuire in the corner. She'll look to drive. McGuire losing control of that one. Diazo trying to keep that one in play, but it goes out of bounds. As McGuire essentially ran into a wall of Devils on that one. Giants back into their man-to-man defense. 3-pointer attempt off the mark, no good. Poked out of bounds by Nancy Caballero. Down low is this shot attempt, up and gets it to go as Williams continues to add to a game-high 24 points. Diazo to Price. Price now gets it to Coles, now over to Nancy Caballero. Caballero, nice ball movement by Caballero to McGuire on the offensive rebound, and she'll pull it up and in for her 13th of the contest. Roman with it. Down low, poked away, kept with FDU though. As once again, Vine's able to get a hand on that one. Groom has it, she gets it to Roman. Roman looking to calm down the Devil offense. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Down low, ball loose, and jump ball will be called, and possession arrow will keep it with FDU with 3 seconds to go on the shot clock. Decker checks into the game for Caballero. So a short time on the shot clock. Look for FDU, try to get to Williams, and that's where they'll go. And Williams' layup up and good. Looked like she pushed off there on Brittany Diazo, but no call by the official. Up to Price. Price trying to get this one to McGuire. McGuire keeps possession, now over to Diazo. Diazo looks to drive, kicks it over to Decker. Decker ball fakes, gets it to Coles, now to Diazo. 10 seconds on the shot clock to Kaylee McGuire. McGuire over to Coles. Coles for 3. That's good. Evie Coles with her first basket of the day and her 6th three-pointer of the season. Corner shot on the way from the Devils. Missed everything. Offensive rebound by Groom. Groom, her shot attempt off the mark. No good. Ball loose. Roman grabs the rebound. Her shot blocked by Jasmine Price. Over to Price. Price has it. Gets it to Evie Coles. Coles directs traffic. Now gets it to Brittany Diazo. Diazo over to Kelsey Decker. Decker now has it. Using the McGuire screen. Gets it to Evie Coles. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Down low to Price. Price kicks this one out in the corner to McGuire. McGuire scoop shot up in. No good, but she'll go to the free throw line for 2. Giants trying to stick around here with 2:48 to go here in the third quarter.
Devils in the bonus. At the line for Manhattanville, Kaylee McGuire, 2 shots.
As this send Kaylee McGuire back to the free throw line. First attempt is good for the sophomore for her 14th point of the game. Martinez back into the game for Staggers. And that one off the mark, no good. Rebounded by FDU. Roman nearly losing control of that one. Able to keep possession though. Gets it to Williams. Williams looking, now gets it to McGuire. Groom with a push off there, no call. 3-point on the way. Off the rim, no good. McGuire able to have the ball, gets it to Diazo, now up to Coles. Coles quickly brings this one into the front court. She'll lay this one up and in. Coles now with 5 points. As Casey, you gotta imagine, head coach Mark Mitchell might be going to Alyssa McDonough here pretty soon.
Yeah, I would imagine McDonough's probably going to be back on the floor in the next few moments, especially to start the fourth, if not this quarter.
Roman once again able to get an offensive rebound. Shot did not hit the shot clock, and traveling will be called against Roman.
Traveling violation.
As the Vines continue to try to rally here in this contest. Over to Coles. Coles with it. Trying to get this one towards Price. Nearly taken away. Down low to McGuire. McGuire, her scoop shot up and no good. Gets the offensive rebound. Now she'll draw the foul and she'll go to the free throw line for 2. Two free throw attempts coming up here for the sophomore, Kaylee McGuire.
Kaylee McGuire, the line for Valiants, shooting 2.
First attempt for McGuire, nothing but net. As sophomore scores her 15th point of the contest. Second attempt from McGuire, also good. 16 points for McGuire. Now it's 52-29 FDU. Roman quickly brings this one in the front court to Dowling. Dowling has her shot blocked by Price. Now over to Groom. Groom, she'll pull up for 2 from the elbow, gets it to go. Just a fortunate break there for FDU, as Price was able to block the shot, but it bounced right to an FDU player. Coles will have it, gets it over to Diazo. Diazo looking to drive. Gets it, Coles, now over to Kelsey Decker. Decker, cross-court pass to Diazo. Diazo, ball fakes, drives. Shot attempt up and good for Brittany Diazo. 6 points now for Diazo as we're under a minute to go here in the third. 54-31. Roman looks to drive. Her shot attempt off the mark, no good. Affected by Jasmine Price. Now to Coles. Coles up to Diazo. Diazo, she'll pull up for 2 off the backboard, no good. Offensive rebound by McGuire. Her layup attempt's no good. Ball loose and will be rebounded by Williams. Williams looking to push. Gets it Dowling. Now over to Roman. Roman unable to control that pass. Turnover. Manhattanville will take over with 28 ticks to go here in the third quarter. Shot clock turned off. Here's McGuire with it. Gets it over to Evie Coles. Back to Kaylee McGuire. Over to Diazo. 10 seconds to go in the game clock. Diazo over to Coles. Coles spots up for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Roman. Roman looking to push, gets it to Williams. Williams will have a good shot at the buzzer, but no good, and the Valiants will conclude the third quarter, trailing 54-31.
Score FDU-54, Manhattanville 31.
As we'll take a quick break here on GoValiants.tv. Manhattanville looking to try to rally against FDU. Now only trail 54-31. Fourth quarter of action coming up here on GoValiants.tv. (54-31), FDU leads Manhattanville. As the Valiants trying to stay alive in this contest. They'll need a big rally here in the fourth quarter if they look to defeat the Devils. Coles will have the ball. McDonough still, as now she re-enters the game. 3 fouls for the senior. Coles will have it. Over to Kelsey Decker. Decker goes down low, Darnell. Darnell, her fade away, up, gets a few bounces and gets it to go. Darnell with her first basket of the day. Giants down by 21. Dowling with it. Gets it to McDonough. McDonough dribbles this one up top. 10 seconds gone on the shot clock. Looking to try it back down cold. Her pass attempt poked away by McGuire. McGuire has it. And I'm going to get a whistle and jump ball. And it will stay with FDU with 1 tick remaining on the shot clock. So short time for the Devils if they want to get a shot off here. As they'll get it to Williams. Williams, her shot attempt no good, but a whistle and a foul called against Manhattanville. As it'll be McGuire picking up her third, and that's been the go-to play on these out-of-bounds plays, is Williams just using her athleticism and getting to the basket and getting some good layup attempts. As she'll go back to the free throw line for 2, looking to add to her game-high 26. First attempt is good by Williams. Just 4 points away from matching her career high of 31. Second attempt from Williams, and she gets that to go. The conference leading scorer with 28 points here tonight. In the front court to Diazo. Diazo over to Coles. Coles to Diazo, back to Evie Coles. Coles thought about 3 outs against it. Now over to Kelsey Decker. Decker now, she'll look to drive. She'll Euro step. Her layup attempt in and out, no good. Offensive rebound though by Decker. Decker trying to get this one towards McGuire, turned over as McDonough comes away with the steal. That one poked away by Darnell. Evie Coles collects the steal. Coles will pull this one back out, and she'll start the offense for Manhattanville. Nice defensive play there by the junior Joetta Darnell. They'll go down low to Darnell. And we'll get a whistle and foul called against FDU.
FDU foul for 34, Rachel Groom, her second.
Groom picks up her second of the game. Over to Darnell in the corner. Darnell to Coles. Fresh shot clock for Manhattanville. Now to Diazo. Diazo down low Darnell. Darnell to McGuire. McGuire. Scoop shot up and in. Kaylee McGuire getting things going here in the second half of play. 12 of her 18 coming in the second half. 2 minutes gone in the fourth quarter. Manhattanville down 56-35. Here's McDonough. She'll look drive. She'll pass this one off to Groom. Groom shot attempt well off the mark. Up court to Diazo. Diazo has McGuire with her. She'll get back to McGuire. McGuire lays this one up and in. McGuire with 2 consecutive baskets. Now 20 points for the sophomore.
And she's closing in on a career high for her this year. 23, the career best for McGuire. 3 away from matching it.
McDonough passes this one off to Groom. Groom able to get that one to go. McDonough with her 9th assist of the game, electing to pass off the open layup attempt and gets it to Groom for her 11th point of the contest. To Darnell. Darnell, she'll pull up for 2, off the glass and in. Joe Darnell able to get it to go. As Manhattanville continuing to try to stay alive in this contest. Here's McDonough with it. McDonough, she'll drive. Her layup attempt up, no good. Here's Diazo, she'll look to push. And now Diazo goes stumbling to the ground. She's able to keep the ball dribbling, and a timeout taken by the Valiants. Manhattanville now down 39-58 as they continue to try to come back here and pull off what would be an amazing victory for the Valiants. As we mentioned, Valiants eliminated from conference tournament play, so this one would just be a morale booster and give the Valiants some momentum going into next year, where they do return a lot of quality players. And talking to head coach Kate Falakis, she said she's got at least 7 freshmen coming in next year as well, so could be a solid season for Manhattanville looking into the future. Both teams break the timeout. 6:52 to go here in the contest. 58-39 FDU. Devils started the game off 21-4 lead in the first quarter of plays. This one's poked away from Dowling. Turnover by Manhattanville. Dowling gets this to Williams. Williams layup attempt up and good, as she's now just a basket away from recording her career high of 32, breaking her previous one of 31. Coles gets it to Decker. Decker spots up for 3. Off the rim, no good. And the ball will be poked out of bounds by the Devils. Manhattanville ball. Kelly will check into the game for Decker. Kelly with 4 fouls. So I'd be careful not to lose the senior guard. Gets it to Coles. Coles back to Diazo in the corner. Diazo to Caballero. Caballero, her layup attempt off the back of the rim, no good. Darnell trying to keep this one alive, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by FDU. So fresh shot clock for Manhattanville, as it'll go to Evie Coles. Coles over to Diazo. Diazo gets it to Kelly. Kelly back to Brittany Diazo. She'll drive. Gets it to Caballero. Caballero, her layup attempt off the side of the rim, no good. Poked away, but it'll be FDU ball. They'll quickly push this one in the front court up to Williams. Williams gets this one to go, as she now has a career high 32 points. .32 points for Williams, as Diazo will go hard to the ground after that foul. As Williams picks up her 3rd. First team foul of the quarter, or excuse me, 2nd of the quarter. As Kaylee McGuire will check back into the game, getting a quick breather on the sideline. Over to Diazo. Diazo, Darnell. Darnell goes down low to McGuire. Back to Darnell. Darnell for 2 off the back of the rim, no good. And it'll be a FDU rebound. Devils have figured out Manhattanville's offensive game plan, as they've now decided to double team McGuire once she gets the ball down low. 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. McDonough going to spot up for three. Off the back of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, though, by Dowling, taken away. Now it'll be up to Sarah Kelly. Kelly, she'll drive. Her layup attempt off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Coles. Coles able to get this one to go. 5 minutes to go here in the fourth. 62-41 FDU. Short time for Manhattanville, as they're now playing against the clock. And McDonough realizing that, she's just going to dwindle this clock down. She'll get this in the corner. Dowling for two. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Kelly. Kelly has that one poked away from her. McGuire able to keep possession. And I was going to say a lot of arm there as Groom was trying to grab that ball, and that will get the foul called against Groom. Third foul against Groom, third of the quarter against FDU. Coles will bring the ball into the front court for Manhattanville. Over to Sarah Kelly in the corner. Kelly back to Coles. Coles using the McGuire screen, gets it over to Diazo. Now to Kelly in the corner. Kelly, corner shot on the way, in and out, no good. And it's out of bounds, last touch by Manhattanville. McDonough to bring the ball up court for FDU with 4 minutes to go here. Devils look like they're going to clinch the #1 seed with this victory. As that one's poked away, stolen. Evie Coles with yet another steal here today. Gets it to McGuire. McGuire lays this one up and in. A timeout taken by head coach Mark Mitchell. Full timeout. McGuire 22 points, one basket away from setting a new career mark. As we'll take a quick break here on GoValiants.tv with 3:52 to go. 62-43 the lead for FDU. .352 to go here in the fourth. It's a 62-43 point lead for FDU. Looking at the leading players for each squad, FDU led by Williams, who has a new career high 32 points. And for Manhattanville, Kaylee McGuire with a double-double here tonight, 12 rebounds, 22 points as you mentioned, just 2 points away from a new career high. As Manhattanville looks like they're going to start the full court press. As it'll be Sarah Kelly, the athletic senior guard up top. Press though broken by the Devils as McDonough will get up top to Dowling, now to Williams. Williams, 32 points, a career high for the freshman. She'll look try drive, she'll kick it out to McDonough. McDonough, she'll drive, her layup attempt up and good. As Alyssa McDonough gets her 10th point of the game. McGuire now has it, gets it to Darnell. Darnell, back to McGuire. Now to Evie Coles. Darnell, trying to get this one towards Kelly, poked out of play. McDonough just 1 assist away from a double-double. 9 assists, 10 points for the senior. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Diazo has it. Use the McGuire screen. Trying to get this one towards Coles, poked away. Short time on the shot clock. Coles will pull up her shot off the mark. Rebounded by Darnell, but shot clock violation called against Manhattanville. Three minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 64-43 FDU. Devils held so far below their season average. 74 points they average per game. But the FDU defense has been stout here tonight
Manhattanville for 1 evening goals. Her first.
as they've forced 25 Manhattanville turnovers. Dowling gets this one into McDonough, and McDonough draws the foul against McGuire. She'll go back to the free throw line for 2.
McGuire, that's her fourth. Team's third.
So McGuire with her fourth team foul, third team foul against Manhattanville. So this will send the senior, Alyssa McDonough, back to the free throw line. First attempt from McDonough. Good. There's a few substitutions as Groom will check out of the game. Second attempt coming up here for Dowling. And that one off the mark, no good. But another free throw attempt as a lane violation called against Manhattanville. And McDonough will get that one to go, so she capitalizes on her second chance. Kelly with it, gets it to Coles, now up to Diazo. Diazo over to Sarah Kelly, but that one just off the mark as it was a little bit too high for Kelly. As it'll be a turnover against Manhattanville. Williams will have it. Hands this one to McDonough, who will be guarded by Sarah Kelly all the way up the court. Gets it to Roman. Freshman guard out of Connecticut with it. Has 10 seconds to go in the shot clock. This one poked away, ball loose. Able to keep it in. This layup attempt up and good. As Collins is able to get that one to go. And timeout can be taken by Mark Mitchell and FDU. 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. 1:50 to go here in the fourth. It's a 68-43 point lead for the Devils. Game 1 of 2 here on GoViants.tv tonight, as the men's team will be in action following the women as the Viants take on FDU. Casey Shermick will have the call. As the final week of the regular season wraps up here, and the Manhattanville men's and women's basketball teams conclude their season tonight against FDU, and then on Saturday when they welcome Misericordia to town, which will be senior day, as 4 seniors will be honored. Sarah Kelly, Jasmine Price, Brittany Diazo, and Charles Nardone for the men's team will be all honored on Saturday. Here's Diazo with it. Diazo gets this one to Decker. Decker looking to try to get towards McGuire. And we're going to get a whistle and foul called. And it will be against FDU as McDonough will be called for her fourth, team fourth. As Williams will check out of the game, presumably for the final time. Kelly pulls up for 2, and she's able to get that one to go for her second basket of the day. Diazo collects the assist. 68-45 FDU. And a whistle and blocking foul will be called against Sarah Kelly, and that's going to be her 5th as she tried to draw the foul against McDonough. So that'll do it for Sarah Kelly, as Nichols LaRosa will check into the game. Each team now with 4 team fouls. McDonough now guarded by Evie Coles. There's Roman with it. Roman just holding on to the ball, taking time off the clock. As 1 minute to go here in the fourth. To McDonough. And a whistle and offensive foul will be called against Alyssa McDonough, and that will be her 5th. So she fouls out of the game. So McDonough will foul out with 12 points here today and 9 assists. There's McGuire. McGuire gets it to Diaizo. Now over to Kaylee McGuire, over to Nichols LaRosa. LaRosa to McGuire. McGuire, she'll spot up for three. She gets that to go. Kaylee McGuire with her first three-pointer of her career gets it to go. Now 1 for 5 on the season and a new career high for McGuire, 25 points for the sophomore. As Roman will have it, it's a 20-point lead for FDU. So a little too late for Manhattanville as Roman, she'll kick this one out. Pass down low. However, this shot attempt is off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound, and now will go out of bounds. Devils turn it over with 3 seconds to go in the game. So Valiants will theoretically have the final shot of the contest. And Evie Coles will just dribble this one out, and that will do it. So FDU defeats Manhattanville as they claim a 68-48 victory against the Valiants. Valiants drop to 9-15 overall. 4-9 in MAC Freedom play, while FDU, the 25th ranked team in the nation, improves to 21-3 overall, 12-1 in MAC Freedom action. So that'll do it for game number 1 here of GoValiants.tv's broadcast of Manhattanville College basketball. Game number 2 set to get underway here as the men will do battle against FDU as well. For Case Shermick, this is Tyson Nagler sign out. We thank you for joining us for tonight's coverage of Manhattanville College women's basketball and hope you stay tuned for game number 2 as the men take on FDU as the Devils defeat Manhattanville 68-48.